There we go, record.
It's 4 a.m. on the southern border in Texas, in the tiny town of Roma.
Listen to that.
This is what I've been trying to warn about. Another day at the border.
We'd arrived with counterterrorism specialist Jaeson Jones to find war raging on America's doorstep.
Oh, there you go. There's a 40. Did you hear the 40?
Yes.
That was
a 40-millimeter grenade.
That was a grenade, yeah.
Yeah.
It's unreal, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right here on the border.
Oh, there's the 40. That's the 40-millimeter. Oh, and there's the...
Across the Rio Grande in the Mexican city of Miguel Alemán, a resident captured this view. The people here trapped between rival cartels, fighting for control. Back on the U.S. side, Jones had been keeping track.
So this is 3 nights in a row here?
This is the 4th day of back-to-back gun battles that Border Patrol has heard these things and reported them in for 4 days straight. Yesterday, they had a gun battle at noon, same location where we're reporting from here. The day before that, they had 2 large explosions, which they believed were grenades going off like what we just heard.
Daylight revealed what we couldn't see from the U.S. We managed to track down these photographs from the next day. Jones said Mexican state police were cleaning up some of the mess left behind. The body of a cartel gunman, tattoos, a soldier's uniform, weapons, fragments of a familiar story. Not far away, some of the damage documented by locals. The signs unmistakable.
I mean, you can see those are 50 caliber rounds. Look at the size of them. I mean, you could easily stick your thumb through there.
A year and a half ago, the images flooding our TV screens were of families giving themselves up after crossing illegally. Thousands every day. This, the largest single group recorded. More than 1,000 people pouring over the border in El Paso, Texas. What you didn't hear, how much money cartels and smugglers made off them. According to the RAND Corporation, $2.3 billion in 2017 just from Central Americans out of Guatemala, Honduras, and El Salvador. The Trump administration cut back the human tide, but the cartels adapted as they always do, smuggling in people with orders to run instead of surrender. Families mostly dried up, and apprehensions plummeted, but the cartels stayed in control. We wanted to see the changes since our last visit, so we headed back, just as new leadership was taking power in Washington.
It's incredible. This is probably the first time a journalist with national news has heard this at the border.
We found the cartels more aggressive by the day, what Jaeson Jones and others called an escalating national security nightmare. Armed with military-grade weapons, a war chest in the billions, and unconstrained by the rules of war, they're not stopping at the border.
Most Americans, they don't believe it. I mean, if you're not hearing it and you're not living it and seeing it, it doesn't affect you. You perceive, but really, at the end of the day, this is the national security threat that has to be addressed. It has to. It can't just go on.
People will look back and say, how come they did nothing for years?
For decades, Lara. This could have been stopped so long ago. That's the truth of it. Leadership failures, you know.